Welcome back, everyone. I want to just share with you today my productivity level of having multiple screens so I can keep on working, studying for cybersecurity certifications, and responding back to you guys in regards to all the resumes that I have been receiving from my last video. So I just want to tell you that if I haven't responded yet, it's only because I'm going down the list and I'm trying to make sure that I captured everything. I'm sending you guys feedback and I want to try and help you as much as I can, but I didn't realize that so many people were going to send me that many resumes, meaning each one of you have been sending me, for the most part, but I am getting through them. For the ones who have received, responses from me, it doesn't stop there. Obviously, you make changes and then you come back with additional questions, and I kind of get back to that as well. On top of that, I'm still trying to make sure that I have everyone that emailed me their resume addressed, at least responding for the first time. And I try to be as thorough as possible to make sure that we capture everything all within a small discussion, so we don't have to drag it on for like a few weeks or whatever it is. So that's what I'm trying to do, and that's why I came here to just let you guys know that that's what I'm doing. Eventually it may even get to a point where I would have to probably get someone to help me review the resumes, but that wouldn't happen for a long shot. I don't think I have anyone available to do any of that stuff, because to be really honest, I look at resumes now not as often as I was previously a few months back, but occasionally I still look, and we're looking to hire people of certain criteria that has to have certain criterias, and I know what to look for and I know how to filter them out. There will be occasion where I am looking for a specific candidate with a very very specific experience, and it just sometimes you lose out on a lot of great talent because of that. And I just want to let you guys know is that some organizations do that. Like, you have to have keywords in there. If you're applying for a SOC position, you're going to need some type of, keywords in your resume to make sure that it captures their attention while they're looking at the resume. So, one prime example I wanted to point out was, there was a email that came in, the resume was there, and I'm looking at it. So, based on looking at the resume, you wouldn't have known what this individual is looking for. And, based on the description of the body of the email explaining what they're trying to accomplish, meaning they were saying, hey, I have this kind of experience in IT, but I want to get into like SOC level 1, and I don't have any experience with that, but this is the route that I'm taking, this is what I'm trying to do, and this is what I'm trying to accomplish. That's great, but if I didn't get that body, which most applicants do not have that opportunity to do, is email a resume to a hiring manager, which I want to date myself. It used to be like that. It wasn't all this, quick click, apply to a job, and you have nowhere, any place to put any type of information or note about yourself beyond that, beyond sending your resume. So, back in the day, you were able to send the resume, which you still can do, but I think the formality of organizations trying to eliminate that has increased. Not a lot of people accept, direct emails from candidates. They have to go through the whole process, the whole automation process of it. It has to be formal. And when I say formal, it's the supposedly the policy of the organization that you have to submit to a job through this fashion, meaning you have to do it through their online portal, you have to be accounted for, you didn't skip the line, no one played favoritism towards you. And that's the reason why you get a lot of these automations now, because it's for, in a sense, it's more about accountability. Now there are ways around that as well, but we're not going to get into that. So anyway, getting the email, having the content, the body explaining what this person is trying to accomplish, comparing that to the resume, I would not have known that. So coming back on the resume was making adjustments, adding keywords, adding, you know, things that were relevant. Even though you had no IT experience, you have worked one time or another with the cybersecurity, team or individual, in regarding if you were, let's just say, a help desk. I'm pretty sure there was one time or another that you had to address some type of security concern, or escalate that issue, that ticket that you received as a help desk technician to a, or desktop support, to a cybersecurity group per se. It was a possibility. Now, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Those are the challenges that we have to figure out. Meaning, all right, so throughout your tenure at whatever positions that you have done, at, at any time did you work with a security group or individual? And you have to kind of elaborate more on that, just kind of focus more on that. Not saying to lie. That's not what we're trying to do here. What we're trying to do is highlight the times that you encountered cybersecurity. You recollect that it was cybersecurity. You acknowledge it was a cybersecurity issue, and you put that down on paper. So you could understand that, when the hiring manager or the HR person that's looking, the talent acquisition is looking at your resume, they see, oh, you know this process, right? You worked with the SOC, or submitted the ticket to the SOC, but elaborate a little bit more. So, but just even putting that, right, working with the SOC, or combining your joint efforts in your work during the day, submitting tickets to the SOC, whatever it is, that key word in there, because you want to try to get into the SOC, is the word SOC, right? Security Operations Center. It's the abbreviation, which is SOC in capitals. So when people see that, they're not going to start looking in so much into the details of what you did with them exactly, or how you did it. It's going to bring to their attention, just like myself. I will look at it and say, oh, he has some SOC experience, even though he wasn't in the SOC, right? So that's a potential candidate where I would say, hey, let's bring him in to see what he actually knows about SOC level one, and we'll go from there. So that's the chances of increasing your percentage of getting called in for an interview and possibly landing that job. So that's why I'm just saying, you have to have the keywords that you're trying to apply for in your resume. Next thing was always the second biggest thing was formatting. But I'm going to do a more formal breakdown of the resume. I'll have a display, but I just wanted to really come here to say that give me time, guys. I'm still looking through all your resumes. It was more than I expected. I didn't realize the last video was gonna be a bigger hit than the other previous ones. I think right now currently it's like almost at 5,000 views. So you could imagine even at 1% of those coming in as resumes, a good amount as well. So I want to thank you, and hopefully I'll see you guys here. And if you have a resume, please send them along my way. And it's in my community tab if you guys are unaware of how to reach me. It's in my community tab on my YouTube. My email address is there. All right. Thank you. And I'll see you guys again really soon. Take care.